Hey everybody, it is me, Liberty Whispers, with a new video, the first in a little while. First legit video. I've got a couple of Let's Play videos for Beyond Two Souls, if you haven't seen them. And you like Let's Play videos, they are there for you to check out. If not, then don't worry, because there's this and other stuff, hopefully, in the pipeline. Although I am very busy at the minute. Well, what's new, I guess. Anywho. Yeah, so this is kind of like a little rambly vlog video, which really isn't going to be too relaxing, so apologies for that, but it's just kind of me talking as usual, but with a purpose, I guess, this time, for a change. I know, right? Makes a whole difference, although you wouldn't imagine from the start of this video that I have a point or purpose to this, but there is, trust me. It's literally just turned December a couple of days ago, and you know, Christmassy feelings are in the air. But there's also a feeling of change. I love this time of year because it gives you the chance to really revel in retrospect and kind of look back at what you've done in the past 11 months, and what you've got coming up in the next 11 months. It's a real sort of great viewpoint, I find, for the soul and for the direction of a human being. And December particularly for me is a great time of reflection because this time, roughly this time, 5 years ago now, which seems like a lifetime away, I decided to go teetotal and cut out alcohol and any narcotics and anything of that ilk. I would never really necessarily class myself as straight edge, but I guess I've been living a straight edge lifestyle, you could say, for the past 5 years. The reason being, oh well, there's various reasons for being, but and this is something I've never really discussed personally or publicly on my channel before. Some people, of course, know about it. Many of us don't, but quite a while ago I used to have a problem with alcohol. Not in the typical traditional sense, which is typical of me not to do things in a traditional manner, but yeah, not in the traditional sense that I was reliant on it, that I needed to drink every day, that it was a supplemented habit, that it was habitual, as it were. Although I did drink frequently, it wasn't ever dependent, and for that I am eternally grateful, because that is something which can have such a long-term effect on not just the individual but people around them, and it's a real issue, and one that I feel like I was blessed not to have been sort of lumbered with. But my problem stems more in extremity. I, for the most part, with a lot of things, tend to be very either all or nothing, and in that particular case I was very much wielding the all end of the stick. So when I did drink, God, you'd think I still was, the way I'm stuttering and slurring. Yeah, when I did drink, it was frequent, I won't deny that. Not daily, but it was frequent, and when it was to extremes. I would often drink on my own for no reason other than just to do it, and it would then start a downward spiral because it couldn't just be one or two, it would be dozens, to the point where I'd pass out, black out, find myself in places I had no idea how I got there. Some of the situations are funny, and it's funny to look back on. Some of them are really kind of awakening. I had a couple of awakening experiences, which kind of really made me stirred fast towards making the decision that I did to decide to just cut it out completely, because it was getting to that point where there was a lot of occurrences which were starting to worry me. It was a toll on my health, on my being, on who I felt I was. I kind of felt very lost, and in some kind of nihilistic way took some kind of pleasure in losing control and finding myself further down the rabbit hole, as it were. which is not a nice place to be, because I know that the best version of me is not within those confines, and I'm certainly by far not the best version of me that I am, but this is why I like December, because it gives you a chance to reflect on who you were, who you are, and who you want to be. This next year is really pivotal for me. It is going to be a game-changing one. I feel like I'm going to document it throughout the year and make like a little short film about this year and the following year, because the following year I am going off adventuring. And it kind of feels like for the first time that I'm no longer on a decline as I was 5 years plus ago. I no longer feel like I'm on neutral like I have been for the last couple of years. I kind of feel like I'm on the incline and I'm actually heading towards something. But yeah, so 5 years sober. I mean, I'm by no means judgmental to anybody who does drink. God knows I could never ever judge people for some of the things I've done and for the states that I have been in and for the extremes that it's took me to. It's took me to some really dark and horrible places, and I'm just really pleased that they're behind me now. Some people may ask, why completely teetotal? Why can't you just have one? Because I know that, well, I don't know, but I fear that if I went back it could never just be one or two, it could never be casual. I think once I've put myself through that ringer, if I was to do it again, it could open a door of sheer unhappiness and just pensive self-deprivation that I don't want to go into. I'm not saying never ever ever, but I'm happy without, and I have been for a while. And again, not being judgmental in the slightest. If you can handle it, if you can handle your high, awesome, all power to you. I was just never very good at it, so I decided to pack it in before I did some major damage to myself, which I was on the cusp of doing. But you know, it feels good. It feels good to look back at how I have managed to tame that beast and how I've managed to change my life to that degree. And going into this next year, which is going to be very fulfilling, but challenging, and at points hard, no doubt. It's kind of good to know that I can have this checkpoint to stop, take stock, and move forward, and achieve more success within finding the better version of me that I know is there. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of just wanted to put it out to you, to talk to me about moments of change for you that have been significant. You don't have to, of course. I'm not asking anyone to share anything personal or deep, if they don't want to. But yeah, I just figure with it being this time of year, it's a great time to reflect and to kind of look back, look present and look forth, and really just kind of soak it all in. So yeah, I want to know what your moments of significant change have been, or what you plan them to be. Anywho, I'm going to go. This is my new camera, by the way, which quality-wise probably isn't fantastic at the minute. It is a lovely camera, it's just I'm not a photographer, and it is kind of like deconstructing a rocket at the minute, going through all the settings and figuring out which one's best for use in what, and I think this is going to be the spot in the house in which I record most stuff, because it's got the most sort of robust lighting, and it's the comfiest, which always helps. So I don't know, so yeah, I'm going to be experimenting with this thing a little bit. I am new to the world of DSLR cameras, and like many things, it is a challenge, but I shall sit down, take the time, and I shall work said challenge out.